The water of life is a red liquid which has the ability to make a human supernatural. It was brought over by the West and meant to be prepared by Kodo Yukimura. The water of life bestows abilities which are not achievable by humans, even those who are genetic anomalies, abilities such as instant healing, superior strength and speed. The price for consuming the water of life, however, is your vital life force. Every time you use the water of life, your life is shortened once you return back to your normal state, or you can pass away while in your fury form if you used up your life force. There is not much talk about how powerful the water of life makes someone. And this intrigued me colossally. There have been various moments throughout Hakouoki which reveals to us what an individual can do once they consume the water of life, such as Hejikata being able to match up with Kazama or members of the Shinsengumi fighting against the Fury Corps. Humans who consumed the water of life are now, in some sense, equal against the demons and non-human foes. With all of this being said, what is the limit to this biological upgrade characters get? As I was going back watching clips from Hakouoki and doing research on the water of life, there were two characters who used the water of life that had profound effects on them which caught my attention. I believe analyzing and covering these two characters' uses of the water of life and the biological upgrade they obtained can shed light on how powerful one gets when they use the water of life. The first character is Soji. Soji is possibly the most interesting test subject to use the water of life. He was suffering from a severe case of tuberculosis, and Chizuru's twin Karo lied to him, telling him if he were to drink the water of life it would rid him of his illness. Inevitably, he does. And comes to find out it does not get rid of his tuberculosis. What is interesting, though, is there were profound changes in him. In episode 11 of season 1, he saves Chizuru and Hesuke from getting ended by bad guys who had weapons with them. He jumps in front of them and gets wounded by bullets and is still alive. This moment gives us insight into how powerful the water of life truly is. Soji was immobilized from his illness to the point where he was bedridden, and after drinking the water of life, he was able to get up and run as if nothing happened to him. The problem with this is he was in his fury form. He was not in his base form. And as long as he remains in this fury form, he will lose his life quickly. At the time, this was not known to Soji. In addition, in the episode he was able to defeat opponents with ease. The second character is Hejikata. In episode 4 season 2 of Hakouoki, Hejikata was engaging in a battle and rushed at his opponents and was shot at and hit with multiple bullets. He was able to persevere through that and take out his opponents. He even said as he got shot at, "This is what it feels like to be shot. It's not as bad as I imagined." I don't know about you, but that's a pretty interesting thing to say when you get shot at. This reveals insights into the water of life and the effect it has on the person who consumes it. And this leads into the one big idea I thought of which might explain how powerful the water of life makes someone and what its limitations might be. What if the water of life adjusts itself to the host's body? Soji had tuberculosis and his body was extremely weakened, and because of this the water of life was doing something internally to him which was focusing on suppressing the negative things going on in his body caused by his tuberculosis. Once this is done, the water of life attempts to equally distribute the powers and abilities it bestows to anyone who consumes it. So, to explain this another way is the water of life once consumed by anyone does an analysis on the person who consumes it, in other words, the host's body. If there is some illness, wound, pain, or disease with the body, the water of life allocates most of its powers to make sure that is healed and taken care of. Once that is taken care of, then the powers and benefits which come with using the water of life, such as super strength, speed, and regeneration, are equally distributed. Or maybe the water of life is making adjustments internally in the host's body and adapting to whatever the host is experiencing at that time. Hejikata was shot at and took multiple bullet wounds. This did not stop him from destroying his opponent. For Soji's instance, the reason why he fell on the ground after he got shot at and went unconscious was because of his tuberculosis. The water of life was trying to heal Soji from that, so when he went into his fury form, the other benefits and abilities he would experience from the water of life is not happening or being used as much because so much of it is currently being used to suppress the symptoms of his illness. If Soji did not have tuberculosis, he most likely would not have fallen to the ground and go unconscious. This shows to us there are limitations to what the water of life can do. The final point I want to add to this is there is an end to the water of life's powers and abilities, and that is once the person's vital life force is no more. The more one uses its power and abilities, the less life they have. This is the tragedy of using this marvelous power. This is the video for today, and I hope you enjoyed it. I would like to know what your thoughts are on the water of life and how powerful it makes someone and what the limitations are to it. Feel free to comment that in the comment section. Thank you and have a great day.